Thank you everyone who is here today to listen to our home-based business chat class that we have, and everyone that's also going to watch the replay. We thoroughly enjoy giving these classes because right now we know that we're still in a situation that started in March of 2020. There's a lot of people that need health and wellness, and there's a lot of people that actually need financial support. And so this class is just to give you some general information on why now is really the best time to start a business, why a home-based business might be an option for you to look at, and why the individuals on this call know and love this particular company of health and wellness, Young Living, and why you should too. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to my partner, Sheila, and she's going to share her story and why she started this business.
Okay, we all set? Awesome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to everyone that is here live. And for everyone who will be watching this replay, I'm Sheila Sherman. And just to tell you a little bit about myself, I am from Detroit, but I have been living in Canada for the last, it's 20 years. And not just across the border in Ontario, but all the way over to the west in Calgary, Alberta. And this is where I started my Young Living business. 12 years ago is when I got started in Young Living. And I have been able to support my family's health in a way that I would have never imagined, and also be able to support our finances in a way that I would have never imagined. Actually, I was able to imagine it. And because I was able to imagine the possibilities with this business, that is exactly why I got started in the business. So I have been able to realize many of my dreams with Young Living, and I just keep dreaming and keep going. It is, it's been a fabulous 10 years or 12 years, but 10 years ago is when I made the decision to actually start as a business, working from home, being able to set my own hours and work on my own terms. And that was very important to me because I am a mom of 6, and I started, and I'm a homeschooling mom. So I've been homeschooling from the very beginning, 26 years. So I know a lot of people have had to pivot into homeschooling, but I've been working at that homeschooling thing for 26 years. And it was important for me to be able to stay home with my children and also be able to bring in some extra income. So I started as a stay-at-home mom, and this business has allowed me to continue to have stayed at home with my kids as they were growing up. Now that they are adults, except for one, I still have a 16-year-old at home, but now that they are, I continue with this business. And not only that, but this business has helped me to be able to grow into other streams of income. And so because of the time freedom, because of the financial benefits of being in a home-based business, this home-based business, particularly with Young Living, with these products, that is why I have hung in for this amount of time and will continue, because it's just like I started yesterday. It's just like it's still fresh and new and exciting, and the possibilities continue to be endless. So I just want to encourage you that if you are looking for something, to continue to check out the rest of this video, of course, but also to continue to check out with the person out your possibilities for the things that you are definitely probably looking for at this time, especially now during the things that's been happening since. I like the way we find different ways to phrase it. So I like the way you phrased it, since March 2020. So the same things going on, but you can change. You can change your life. If you're looking for a change, you can change your life. If you're looking for something for your health, you can change your health. If you're looking for something for your finances, you can change your finances. And guess what? Bonus is you could do both with the same thing at the same time. You could do both. You don't need two different things. You got this one thing. And that's what I decided 10 years ago. After using the products for a couple years and seeing my family's health basically upgrade, for the most part, anybody that we were around, I kept seeing other people continuing to experience health challenges, and our family rose above health challenges that we were facing to not face them anymore. So both are available to you. Just the one thing, just this company. Check us out, and I'd be happy to talk to you at any time if you have any questions. But you also have the person definitely that has shared this with you to talk to and get with. Okay, Tashena.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. And for those that are watching the replay or here that don't know me, I am Tashena Gonzalez. I'm in the state of Michigan, and I have been on this health and wellness journey for about 6.5 years now. And I love sharing my story because the whole vitamins, essential oil, toxic-free thing kind of already appeals to that crunchy homeschool mom, and that is not me. I'm a completely different vein. So there's a place for everyone here. I come from the automotive business world, the most typical part of Michigan. I come from the group of people who have Buffalo Wild Wings and pizza once a week, and we exercise a little bit, but we sustain ourselves with 5 cups of coffee and a neon colored energy drink in the afternoon. And we just hit the age of like 35, and then we start to have high blood pressure or high cholesterol, and we just accept it. And people have heart attacks once in a while at 60 because of the stress. And we just work for 40 to 60 hours and we just accept it. And it's like, but this is what 80,000 a year looks like. This is what you have to do. And I got to the point in 2012 where it was too much for me. I had already had the normal things like a weak immune system and sick all winter and allergies and eczema. And I just accepted that stuff and the 3 or 4 medications that came with that, living with Excedrin and allergy medicine and my low creams for my eczema, because people told me that was normal. There was nothing I could ever do about that. So that was fine. But then in 2012, I started to have gut issues and I had high blood pressure. And then I had hormone issues. And then I was in 2 accidents in 6 months. And so in a period of 2 years, I felt like my health went from energy and vibrancy to I could barely function. And then on top of that, I was depressed because I was an extrovert and I was excessively bleeding and without energy and couldn't do the things that I wanted to do. So I was looking for solutions. So in October of 2014, I started doing the normal stuff because I wasn't even doing the basics, drinking enough water, getting in regular exercise, eating right, stopping the fast food, stopping the Buffalo Wild Wings, stopping the blue colored Mountain Dew. And I started spending $200 to $400 a month on vitamins from Vitamin World and Amazon and all types of places because it said it was, a tummy relief, or it said that it was women's vitamins. And I was just searching. And in the same time, some of my friends who were crunchy and involved in the health and wellness industry already started talking about, I'm diffusing lavender and it smells amazing. And I was like, whatever, they're trying to sell me something. But I ended up at a home party to support a friend with the intention of not buying oils because oils didn't work, because I got a couple of those from Amazon too, and those definitely didn't work. And Panaway was placed on my body. It relieved some tension that I had, and my life was radically changed. And for me, I never made a decision to do the business. I knew that this stuff was different. And I knew that my sister, she's kind of one of those crunchy people. And my stepmom, she's kind of one of those crunchy people. And the world needed to know. I was able to, within my first month, have so much relief when it came to Panaway and the tension that I felt, and Ninja Red and my energy levels, and joy in my emotional state, that I just said, the world needs to know. I didn't know the comp plan. I didn't know anything, but I knew the world needed to know because I didn't know before, and my life was radically changed within a month. And then I got to know the compensation plan, and I was able to share, and I was able to help family members. And that was one of the motivating factors for me, and one of the most beautiful things for me, because I'm the oldest, right? And so I get that call, oh, my wonderful, beautiful sister, which means that I'm about to get asked for some money because I'm the oldest and I'm the automotive professional, right? And I love giving that, right? I have no issue with that. Or other people come to me and they're like, oh my goodness, I see you traveling all over the world. Can you get me a job? And it's like, are you a bilingual automotive professional with 12 years of experience in supply chain? And if you're not, then I probably can't get you a job. But I can teach people to build this business. I can help other people via this business. And so that was an added reason and benefit for me to do this business, because I could help my family. I could help my nieces and nephews, who some of them were struggling with their respiratory issues and their skin issues. And I could also help my siblings, if they so choose, to also increase financially. And so that was those two things were a motivating factor that I didn't even make a conscious decision to do the business. I just started to do it immediately because I knew people needed it. But for those that need data, we're going to go into our presentation and we're going to talk about, like, what are some of the logical reasons and what is a little bit of the statistics that I would encourage all of you to Google these statistics and look at them for yourself, so that you can really be convinced that, again, now is the best time to start a business. A home-based business is a valid business, and health and wellness is a growing great field to be in. So we start with, why is now the best time to start a business? It actually is a great time to start a business when there is a down economy. 2008 to 2010 in the United States is the period that we call the Great Recession. And what you see on the screen are companies that were created during that time. How many of these companies do you recognize? How many of them do you use? I just had to turn my sound down because my WhatsApp is going crazy. My Instagram is going crazy, especially now in the time that we are in this new period in 2021, the beginning of 2021, when I'm giving this. That is the way that I communicate with individuals. That's the way that I stay connected with them in group messaging chats of all different types on Instagram and WhatsApp. Venmo is a payment system that people usually use. Square is another payment system. If you go to your local tea coffee shop and they have this little white thing that you slide through, most likely you're checking out with Square. Groupon is one of my favorite ways to try some discounted self-care. I would try a new little salt room or a new massage therapist. Pinterest, I grab a million quotes from there. Most women go there for recipes and craft ideas, but I don't do all that. Pinterest is awesome. And I do not like to drive. If I'm in a weekend trip somewhere that I don't know, like I went to Seattle, then I'm gonna Uber or Lyft myself all over the place. I do not rent cars. I don't do well in new situations like that, so I'd rather just use Uber. So again, meditate and think about these companies. They saw a need and they filled it at a time where there was a down economy. But why network marketing? So we are 100% aware that most people have a negative taste in their mouth when it comes to direct sales, network marketing, multi-level marketing, whatever word you want to use. And that's because a lot of times people are not trained to do it correctly. And we assure you that we have a training system here that allows you to do it correctly. And we want you to think about what some of those benefits are. So some of the benefits of network marketing are that you can build it part-time, anytime, and from anywhere. So I am an extreme extrovert. I loved our in-person classes, especially our in-person spa parties. They were so much fun. But when things changed and we had all these stay-at-home orders, starting in March of 2020, my business did not miss a beat. I was able to convert all of them online. And I've been able to build this business, again, part-time and in the crevices, in the evenings and on the weekends, while still having a full-time job. You can launch it for as little as $500 to $1,000. Now we're talking about in general, any network marketing, but really the one that we're promoting here, you could do it for a lot less. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, because business partners have a vested interest in you. So your business partners, your support team gets their benefits when they help you reach your goals. You can create enough tax deductions alone to make it worthwhile. So I had a period where I greatly increased my income. In that 2008 period, I experienced some losses in my family, and I went out and I basically doubled my income in the next 3 years after that, which put me in another tax bracket. Now, I would have lost a lot of that had I not also started a business and got a lot of tax deductions at that time. And it is one of my favorite benefits because all of my vacations that I take are tax deductible because I'm either going to a destination, like when I went to the farm in Croatia or when I go to the farm in Salt Lake City, or I'm going with other of my business partners, teammates, and prospects. So thus far, all of my vacations in the past few years have been tax deductible. Some of them, obviously, consult your tax expert. I'm not giving any tax advice, but to see what portion of it is deductible, make sure you talk to a tax professional. You can learn it while you earn it. So if I decided that I wanted to be a hairstylist, or I decided that I wanted to be a computer science updater, then I would go to school for maybe a 1-year certificate or a 2-year associate's degree. And I probably wouldn't make any money during that time. Maybe for half of that time, I might have some type of internship, but I would not be able to earn it while I learned it in the beginning. Here, the day that you sign, you can start earning that same day. You can share that same day. You can earn an extra $500, $1,000, or $5,000 or more a month. And we have people on this training that are making that. With time and success, your income will be produced by hundreds, perhaps thousands. Now, what are some network marketing myths? These are some blocks that people have that prevent them from really giving it their all in this business. So getting in on the ground floor is the best path to success in a network marketing company. Network marketing is a business, just like any business. I have a business administration degree, and all businesses have a business cycle, and all businesses most businesses, 90% of them will fail in the first 5 years. So thinking that you want to get in a network marketing company that just started so that you can shoot to the top is not necessarily a smart idea. It may happen, it may not. It could be in the 90% that fail. The best time to get into any business is in the growth or maturity phase. And the company that we are representing is currently in the maturity phase, although it had some spikes in growth based on what has been happening recently. Network marketing is the opportunity for someone who is not doing well financially to make a lot of money. Now, this is a myth because it's a half truth. Network marketing is awesome for individuals who don't have education or who currently are not where they would like to be financially, but it is also an amazing opportunity for someone like me, who is a 6-figure earner in the top 8% of earners in her state, but wants time freedom because I've had to sacrifice 80-hour work weeks. And as I mentioned in the beginning, sometimes my health because of the stress that comes along with it. And so I am here because I want to do more to help people spiritually. And now that I am a certified holistic wellness coach and self-development coach, emotionally and financially as well. So I'm here for the time freedom, even though I'm already doing well financially. Network marketers succeed by being in the right place at the right time. If you take time and you look at the structure of network marketing, you will see, again, you are paid for your efforts. It is not necessary to be in the right place at the right time. It is necessary to understand how the plan works and work the plan based on your current circumstances. And then myth 4, the big guys make all their money off the little guy. This is just something that people repeat that is not true. In network marketing, yes, you get a percentage off of the individuals that you share the opportunity and refer to. But the way that it is structured is the individuals that work the hardest make the most money. So I have seen individuals who decide to not build a team, and they have individuals underneath them that has built 7 teams. And so the person that did not build a team and they just have one person under them that is building, they do get a percentage, and it's a nice percentage. But the person that decided to put in more work and have 7 teams underneath them makes way more than them. Now, this is just a slide that shows us that this is a tracked industry. This is a direct sales industry, and there is money there to be made, because right in the year of 2017, there was 85 billion on the continent of Asia, 38 billion in Europe, 36 billion in North America, 27 billion in South America, and 1.8 in Africa. So the question is, how much of that do you want? Because the money is circulating. You just have to make the decision to participate in those areas. Now, why health and wellness? Again, we got lots of network marketing opportunities. You can do some type of bag, you can do technology. If health and wellness is something that you're interested in, it is a growing industry. The global wellness market reached approximately 4.75 trillion in 2019, and at that time was growing at a rate of 6.4%. And it is a diverse industry. It includes things like complementary medicine, preventive medicine, healthy eating, nutrition, weight loss, spa economy, physical activity, personal care, beauty, anti-aging, and more. And why have we that are sharing this video with you chose Young Living? Well, Young Living owns their own farms or has control over partner farms, which gives them industry-leading research and testing and a seed-to-sale promise, a quality standard that is unmatched in the industry. They now have 26 years of experience in business with 10 years of research prior to starting a business. There's low startup costs. If you wanted to get a franchise, which is a very safe bet of a business, the minimum you're going to spend is $1 million to start a franchise. And as we stated, in network marketing companies, there's some that may require you $2,000 and you have to have some type of product on hand. With Young Living right now, you can get started with one of our packages from anywhere between around $200 to $350. Plus, we have some educational things that have just been launched that we would recommend that you get involved in, such as our beauty school, and you can already buy tickets for our upcoming convention. Even with all that, when you put that all together, you can still get started for less than $500. And we have the largest selection of essential oils, oil-infused products, and toxic-free lifestyle brands. We have close to 900 products in every single area. Yesterday, I just had somebody, haven't talked to them in forever, on Instagram. They just random direct message me, said, "Hey, I see you're into health and wellness. You should check out this product." And it was something that was some detox and something that was some sea moss. And they're like, "Let me know if you have any questions. Here's how you order." And I'm like, well, apparently they haven't been paying attention to me, because if you do and dig your research, Young Living has herbs, including sea moss. A version of sea moss is actually in our Super Cal. And we have a bunch of detox. I actually just finished our herbal detox with one of my teams. So when people come to me with their health and wellness products, I always have what they already are offering me. So that's why I am so excited and happy that I chose Young Living. And then here's the income potential. So you just got to decide where you want to be. When you just start out, again, you can immediately start making money even as a distributor. We have many stars on my team that make on average about 100 a month, which is enough to get your 100 PV order paid for. You can also try for senior star. I have lots of senior stars on my team as well. We had 2 new senior stars in the past couple of months where they're making about 250 a month, which is close to covering a 300 PV order, which is what a family of 4 should definitely be spending. And then we have your executive where you're making around 500 a month, where now you can cover that order and you can start paying down your car note, have some extra. We have our level of silver where you make on average 2,000 a month. which is the level that I'm at, and gold, where you make on average $5,700 a month, which is what I'm working on. Platinum, where you make on average $14,000 a month, which is the level that Sheila is at, and you can go on from there. So the question is, where do you need to be on this chart? And that is the data that I needed to share with you. So again, I want you guys to just think back to that first slide. If this is something that you've just been dabbling in, the most important step right now is for you to make the decision. The individuals that made the decision to help with WhatsApp, with communication, with payment systems, with the ones that made the decision, they were able to thrive. And that's where it starts. If you're here and you haven't yet joined the Young Living family, make the decision to join the Young Living family. If you've been a part of the Young Living family, make the decision to say, yes, I would like to build a business. Get with the person that invited you and make sure you're clear on the training system that you need to plug in on a daily basis and a weekly basis to get that done, because it is a business. You should set your business hours. You should know what your business tools are, and you should educate yourself and your team, and that's the way you're going to be successful. All righty, Ms. Sheila, did you want to add or reiterate anything?
Yes, absolutely. Tashena, you said something. You said a lot of good things, but you brought up how you were before. And it wasn't about the money for you, but before you got started with Young Living and you discovered the products, how you were having various health issues. There's so many people who just think that, oh, I get I used to get a twice a year flu back in the day, not talking about now. Back in the day, I used to get that. That was normal. I just expected it. My kids used to get a yearly round of pink eye. That's how I knew that I discovered what I needed, when pink eye was totally eradicated from our home, because it came every year and it went through all the kids. And then lo and behold, it's just stopped happening. And so there's so many health things that we think is part of normal, what's become the norm, but it really isn't the normal for our bodies. So one thing that's awesome and that I love about your story is that at some point you just kind of said enough is enough. At some point you said, wait a minute, this is like way too much and I'm way too young to be experiencing these things. And I'm about, I don't know, I think I'm about 20 years older than you, Tashena. And I am not experiencing that. I've never experienced those things that you told me that you experienced. So you totally were too young for it. And I'm too young for it. And I want the people that's listening to know you are too young for it, because guess what? Age has nothing to do with it. Lifestyle has everything to do with it. And so you brought that up, and I just want to encourage people, try the product out. I saw results within 3 weeks. Within 3 weeks, I saw results to a neck stiffness issue that I had for 20 years of my life. I saw it go away within 3 weeks. Okay, so try the product out. That's step number one. Try it out. Give the person who gave you this video. The other thing that you mentioned that I just want to just point out, you kept saying on your team, with the team. You mentioned team several times. That is what this is about. You are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You have a team of people who are invested in you to help make you successful. We want you to be successful. We want you to be as successful as you can be. And it is a team effort. So if this is something totally new for you, then you don't have to be reluctant, because you may not know how to do it. Systems are in place. Things are in place to help you be successful. And so I wanted to just bring that out. The last thing I want to bring out is that you said it wasn't about the money for you. You had that, but you saw how you could live out your purpose. And so that is the other thing. Our motto is wellness, abundance. So we talked about the wellness, we talked about the abundance with working as a team, but then also purpose, wellness, and abundance. I kind of got the order mixed up, but purpose. And that's what so many of us, if not every single Young Living person that I have ever met, it's always been purpose to help family members, purpose to help other people, purpose to help your church, purpose to help to develop a passion that you have in your life, purpose. And so that's why I think that you should really look into this opportunity, because it might sound pie in the sky, but I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, everything you need is in this business. Everything, it really is just true. I know it's true. Everything you need, finances, your purpose, your well-being, your mental health, your emotional health, relationships, community. God, what else is there? God's in us, of course, but we have been fulfilling, many of us have fulfilled our purposes that God has shown us, and we're fulfilling it through this business. So I just don't see a negative. I haven't seen a negative in 12 years. So I just wanted to encourage everybody with that. And especially during this time when so many people are looking for so many things, you could be a catalyst to bringing health and wellness and love and life and light into people's lives, as well as your own.
Thank you. Thank you. If anyone has any questions, you can feel free to come off mute or put them in the chat. But yeah, the first thing that you said, Sheila, of my story, yeah, that was so key for me, because that's exactly how I felt. I was like talking to everyone around me. I'm like, why are y'all all exhausted? Why do y'all all have body pain? Why do y'all all have body parts getting taken out? This is not normal. We feel like we're 50 and we're in our 30s. This is not the way life is supposed to be. And I just went to the doctor today, and she's like, you're doing amazing. I wish everyone would do what you're doing. Can you get other people to do what you're doing? She's like, you're eating right. She's like, how's your exercise? I was like, I did my 20 minutes of dance cardio today with after 15 minutes of stretching. She's like, oh, you got all the toxins out. She's like, can you just, I'm not going to order you a mammogram because you're doing amazing. Your weight is fine. Like, why would I give you extra radiation? Just keep doing what you're doing. And 6 years ago, every time I went to the doctor, they wanted to give me another medication. It was like, I hated going to the doctor. And now I feel better than I did 10 years ago. So that's what I want for every single person.
That's amazing, Tashena. That's huge. That's huge for everyone to go to their doctor and their doctor to say, what are you doing? Keep doing it and teach other people to do it.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yes. Love it. Love it. Well, all right. We appreciate everyone being here. We appreciate everyone watching the replay. If you have any questions or you're ready to say, yes, help me do this, make sure you get back with the person who shared this with you. Have an amazing evening and day. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.